what the hell have I done? I've moved to a place to spend my twilight years. The years when I need security of tenure and financial security. And what do you get when you come to Thailand? You don't get either. If I wasn't a fat bastard, I know it wouldn't happen. The only thing Hi guys, welcome back. This is Alpha Omega Occasionally. Look where we are today. God knows where. In the wilderness, in the metropolis of Bangkok, but completely alone, as you can see. And that's what this video is about. Being alone and being scared, because I am scared. I'm 61 years old, as you know. And I've been receiving I have received more than one comment in recent times. Not that I'm complaining about this, it's just been highlighting something I don't want to think about. That because of the way I'm living my life, with lack of exercise, throw caution to the wind when it comes to diet, and drinking, as some people would think, to excess, I'm on the road to a health catastrophe. This is an auditorium and it's undercover. Bands play here from time to time. This is a part of Wigwam you never usually see. I'll just swing around there so you can see the stage. So there's the stage behind me. Homeless people live here. I'm looking around, there's a family there just behind me. I'm not gonna poke the camera. It's where they live, but they're behind me. And by the sound of some of them, there's 3 pockets there. There's 1, 2, 3, that's the family there. I don't know if you can see it in the camera there. But anyway, this is the scary part of Thailand. And I'm in a scary time of my life where I can't count on my health as much as I used to. You can never count on your health because you never know when something's going to go wrong. Harry is my son, as you know, and he's 7. I'm 62 this year. So when he's 14, he'll be a teenager, but he'll still be dependent on his parents, and I'll be touching 70. And she's only 2 years younger than me. She's retiring at the end of this year. And at the end of this year, if she retires, our income will be diminished. Do you know what? That's a run into Gaelic, because millish means delicious in my native tongue. But anyway, our means will be diminished, and my means have been diminished in the last couple of weeks because of the problems I had with YouTube. If you want to know more about that, you can watch this video here. The link is in the description. Today I lost my channels, but got them back. But then I had to delete all the content on all the content on one. And I wasn't content with deleting the content. Anyway, I lost revenue, ongoing revenue. So now I have to up the ante with this channel while not compromising on quality. And that's a big ask. I need to do YouTube. I want to do YouTube. I said before, it's my life. It is my life. When I look around here and I look at the way some Thai people live that you never normally see, I feel a little bit better about myself. Everywhere I look around me here, there's homeless people. And I'm looking around and I see absolute poverty. There is absolute poverty in Thailand. Sleeping in an auditorium is absolute poverty. The reason I came here today is because I came here yesterday with Harry after school. There's a market around here and I bought him a toy, you know. And I saw, it opened my eye, I saw a lady, a girl in her 30s, I'd say, sitting on the concrete, eating whatever she had to eat, and a bottle with condensation on the inside of the bottle. It was so hot, and a trickle of whatever juice it was in the bottle. And the thing is, she's still there today. That's where she lives. My wife asked me this morning, I realised that I get my pension. I can apply for my pension when I'm 66. That's my Irish state contributory pension. And I have worked long enough to qualify. You see, I thought before I had to be 68, and when I saw it was 66, somebody mentioned it in a comment to me, you see. And when I saw that you can get it at 66, I went onto the internet and confirmed it. So I saw that. And then I says to her, because she's always asking me, and I said, I get it in 4 years. And she says to me, what happens if you die? So she said, what happens if you die? So I checked it, and here it is, verbatim. Yes, a wife or civil partner stroke cohabitant may be able to claim a pension after an Irish state pension contributory recipient dies, but it is not an automatic transfer of the same payment. She may qualify for a widow stroke widowers or surviving civil partner contributory pension or bereaved partner's payment depending on her age, PRSI contribution, and if she was a dependent. So it's a little bit vague. I don't know. You see, my wife obviously is not an Irish citizen, and she hasn't obviously made any contributions, PRSI contributions. But she asked me what happens when I die, and I just said to her, as far as I know, she can go to the embassy and state her case and see what happens. I don't know. I could be well off there. I haven't a clue. But you see, she's banking on the fact that if I pop me clogs, that herself and Harry will be looked after. And it's a frightening thought. I'm scared. There's no way that she has the wherewithal. Harry's an Irish citizen. She could do. There's no way she'd have the wherewithal to move to Ireland. What would she do? I mean, God. I know this is all speculation. But what can you do? You have to speculate to accumulate. And you have to speculate to plan. I'm in the heart of poverty-stricken, well, it's not poverty-stricken, of an area where people who live in poverty reside. I'm privileged. I'm not even Thai. And I'm in their country and I'm doing better than some of them. You can buy second-hand clothes on the street here. You can buy just about second-hand anything on the street here. This is very depressing. If it wasn't for the weather, do you know something? The only benefit, well, it's not even a benefit, it's music. The only benefit, if you can call it that, to being homeless in Thailand is, compared to the West, is you probably won't die of hypothermia. So the way I see things, I'd be 62 in November, if I'm lucky. I've seen far too many people around my age develop health problems that have necessitated them going back to their home country. But you see, that's not on the cards for me, because I've got a family here. What do? Do I go back to Ireland because I'm incapacitated here and I can't support myself and she can't support me? Go back to Ireland and leave my family behind? You see, this is what I'm worried. These are the things I'm beginning to worry about. This is the dream, the Thailand dream of coming over here, getting married, having a family and all the rest of it. You might say health insurance. I had health insurance. I said it in my last video. I got it when I went on the keto diet and the OMAD diet, and I was walking 5 kilometers a day. I got my body mass index right down. And I eventually got health insurance because my blood pressure went down. They won't give you health insurance here if you're suffering from hypertension. That's high blood pressure, when you know that. So, and you say, well, why don't I do something about my high blood pressure? I have been. It's not something that you can control that easily. And that's why I'm worried. I'm fully aware that my worst day has yet to come. Because your worst day is the ultimate day. And maybe it won't be the worst day, because maybe you won't know anything about it. But if it's not, all of a sudden, your worst time is probably ahead of you, and it's ahead of me as well. And mine, the way I feel, it's amplified by the fact that I'm living in a country where I'm not a citizen. Sometimes I say to myself, what the hell have I done? I've moved to a place to spend my twilight years. The years when I need security of tenure and financial security more than anything else. And what do you get when you come to Thailand? You don't get either. Or you relinquish both. You see, I'll fasten this. It keeps popping open. Because I know I receive a lot of complaints about that, you see. Anyway, that's one of the things that worries me most. The fact that I have no security here whatsoever. See, it's popping open. The only, if I wasn't a fat bastard, I know it wouldn't happen. The only thing that allows me to keep my head above water is my health. And that's the scary thing, because I know it's not going to last forever. You see, I'm not going to bother. It keeps doing that. I'm sorry if you're having your breakfast when you're watching this. I am scared. Oh, the fucking book's gone. It's a genuine fear. I am absolutely scared. And one of the things that has made me, it's open again, god damn, this thing cost me 450 baht. And it's not because I'm fat, because the belly is here and it keeps opening up above the belly. The buttons are just... Anyway, the reason I'm a little bit... the reason I'm dwelling on this subject at the moment is I'm suffering from sinusitis, and you probably can't hear it because you don't have to be congested to suffer from sinusitis. And I've lost my sense of smell and taste. A little bit, just a little bit. It's back now, it comes and goes. I have it back this morning, but over the past few days, it's been coming and going. And when things start to go wrong with you at my age, you start to think, well, what if it starts to go downhill rapidly from here? One of the other things that inspired me to make this video was, this morning before I came out, I was watching YouTube. There was a British documentary made in 1969. If I can find it, I'll include the link. I'll include the link. This is important, lads. This documentary was made in 1969 about expats, British expats moving to Spain in 1969. And one of the individuals interviewed was a retired police officer. And back then, you could get an apartment in Termalinas, British pounds this is, for £1,800, 1969. And on his police officer's pension, he could just about survive. He said he could just, he didn't use that word completely, that's not verbatim, but he could just about survive. I kind of realised, didn't realise, but I said, well, there goes me. I can just about survive. I don't even have a pension yet. I'm grafting to stay in Thailand. That's another scary thing. One of the things I do when I'm feeling the way I feel now, which is a little bit after articulating, see, this is the thing, when you articulate something, you give it legs. I'm well aware of that. My advice to you, if you need my advice, or a word to the wise to be polite, if there's something wrong with you physically, articulate it as little as possible, because when you talk about it, it kind of makes it more real. I'm going to eat in here. If you like the food parts of this channel, it's not a food channel, but I incorporate my exercise, my daily exercise into doing my videos, and I give it enough time between meals. So it's over 14 hours since I ate, so I'm doing my bit. If you're a regular viewer to the channel, the last time we ate in here was over 4 or 5 months ago. They do a great cow moo, that's stewed pork with rice. It's about 90 baht. It's probably up there in terms of how it's. By the way, I had the same meal in Pontutini on Saturday. Watch the video, and it was it 50 baht, 40 baht cheaper. I'm only guessing this is going to be 90 baht. Let's see. So I got myself in here. That's okay. Cow moo. Thank you. Come on. Thank you. So I got myself into the Hall of Mirrors here, because that's what it is. This is one of the most popular restaurants in all of Wigwang Market. It's open 24 hours a day. At night it is absolutely packed. Absolutely packed. I'm having myself some cow moo because it's comfort food. Imagine, I've switched from Western comfort food to Thai comfort food, and all the things I say about Thai food. I am I am consistently worried about my future because of the fact that I have a son. She keeps saying it to me. You know, what if you die? What if you die? And what if I die? What can I do in relation to Harry's future? I really feel for that young man. I really do. My son. His father would be 62 this year. His mother's 58. And he's 7. There's an argument for having kids when you're older, and there's lots of arguments against. And I can tell you, I would be on the side of against, because I don't think it's fair. I really don't think it's fair. I love my son. I wouldn't change it for anything. How could I? But this whole video has been, I won't say inspired, but inspired is the wrong word. I have been motivated to make this video by the concern I have for the future of my son, based on the fact that I'm 62 and I'm not loaded. There are some expats living in Thailand that are loaded and can afford to not to worry so much. And you might have health insurance. God bless you if you do. If you're on a retirement visa with health insurance in Thailand, you've covered all the bases there. Covered all the bases. I haven't. I have a bit of security insofar as that I'm part of a family. I'm part of her extended family. And to be honest with you, I don't think that she'd leave me high and dry. I'd put money on it if I had any. By the way, this could be a good time for me. It could be a good time for me to suggest that if you haven't already contributed to the channel, you can do so. There we go. There's a list of people who've already done so recently. Scan the QR or click the link below. You can buy me a coffee. And there's popping again. Look. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy buttons online on lassiter.com, short buttons. And there's a lady that does garment repairs down the way there. And I'm going to replace these bloody buttons. They're driving me mad. Anyway, let's see what the grub is like. Here we go. Thank you so much. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so if you're wondering, thank you. If you're wondering what cow moo is, well, that's me in my best Dublin accent. Cow is rice, moo is pork or pig. It is pig, actually. There it is there. It's absolutely, it will hit the spot, and you get all the condiments to boot. Again, I'm not a foodie, it's not a food channel. But one of the things that takes my mind off my problems, or my potential problems, is eating, because that does it for you as well. And drinking, you see. By the way, there's your condiments. So you got garlic, chilies, and vinaigrettes and sauces and stuff there, whatever it's. Buttons keep opening, buttons keep opening. Imagine going on a date. Imagine going on a date wearing a shirt like this. Imagine you would be absolutely mortified. Jesus Christ almighty. As I'm buttoning, it's opening. look at. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Not a chopstick in sight. Flimsy forks, because they always give you flimsy forks in Thailand because they don't put the forks in their mouth. They only use the forks to maneuver the food onto the spoon. But we put the forks in our mouth. Apply any kind of pressure to that fork and it'll bend. What will I put on this? I'll put some garlic on that. That's what I'll do. I can't understand why Thais don't take the skins off garlic. I mean, how difficult would it be? And these are tiny little cloves. There's 2 cloves together there. Jesus Christ almighty. Look at the size of that. I mean, come on. Give me a bit of garlic for God's sake. I'll go for a larger one. Yeah, here we are. I'm speaking from 13 years of experience. I've had more than one health episode since I came to Thailand. Both illnesses and injuries. And on every occasion, it's cost me. Harry has had more than one episode, my God. So are you similar to me? Have you moved to Thailand on a very limited budget? Have you roped yourself into a family situation that you can't eject yourself from the situation because of your family? Because if I was on my own now, talking the way I'm talking now, and if I was worried about my health and I couldn't get health insurance here, I'd have to say to myself, I can't afford to stay here, both financially and morally or psychologically. When I said Thais don't use forks, they don't, I do. There isn't a man in the world who's not worried about their future. But when you're in a precarious situation in a foreign country with no health insurance and high blood pressure and bad eating habits, it makes it worse. But you see, and I know you're going to say to me, I can change all that. I can start, I change my eating habits and do more exercise. I'm doing exercise every morning anyway. But you know what? I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy my life. So there you go. That was outstanding. Just the right amount of food, just the right amount of cola. Now let's see if I have just the right amount of bath. I'm not going to turn the camera, you'll see me in the mirror. Adjust it that way a little bit and think whether it will make any difference. Probably doesn't. Anyway, let's see how much this is. Button the shirt there, you see it goes again, look. Fucking hell, I button one and the other one opens. I'm tired of this. Keep at the cup. No, it's okay. Chuck D. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm doing this in the mirror. You can probably see me. Jesus Christ, it keeps opening. Anyway, let's adjourn and we conclude. I forgot me chamois. And by the way, this gives me an opportunity to show you how precarious it is to use a crosswalk in Thailand. They just won't let you go. Hang on. They just don't stop. God damn. Got it. Okay. They just won't stop. They just will not stop. In Ireland, it's the law. If you put your foot on the road, traffic has to stop if you're on one of these things. Here, they don't give a shit. Anyway, there you go. Just as well I remember that. So it is a change of environment. I'm on the way home now. And I'm on the way home fed and satisfied. That was absolutely lovely. The subject matter of this video is from the heart. It's true. And that's what I try to do, lads. I try to bring in the truth about Thailand. This is one of the things, this subject is, or the subject matter in this video, I would say concerns a huge percentage, I was going to say minority, majority, I don't know, but percentage of expats living in Thailand. And the dread of everything going pear-shaped and having to head back to the bleakness of Western Europe. Whoops, a daisy, Jesus. Flagstone, they're undulating. Anyway, there's nothing undulating about this channel. If you've enjoyed this video, let me know. If you haven't, let me know. If you agree with me, let me know. If you don't agree with me, let me know. If you think it's my fault, let me know. If you don't think it's my fault, let me know. But whatever you do, leave a comment in the comment section. Click the like button, the share button, subscribe button. Do all those wonderful things. And I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks for joining me.